Alright, hey guys, so today I'm going to be going over the pages that were released from Journal 3 recently, and you can find them on Stitch Kingdom's Tumblr or Alex Hirsch's Twitter, and these are high-res images, so I'm going to be going over them and saying the secrets that I found. So the first page is the cover, and this obviously looks like Journal 3 because it's a replica of Journal 3, and even though the journal doesn't have exact pages as Journal 3 in the show, they are very, very similar, but you will find a few differences. So let's go to the first page. What does it mean? My terrifying weekend at Dan's cabin has left me more hopeless about my investigations than ever before, and I am beginning to reach my wit's end. 6 years and 3 journals worth of research, and I'm still no closer to finding answers than when I started. What is Gravity Falls' secret? How is everything connected? And why here? What is the unified theory of weirdness? And at the bottom it says, I am exhausted and must sleep on it. Perhaps rest will do me some good. Alright, so this page has so many different references to other shows, and I'm going to point out a few of them. I'm not going to go over all of them because that would take way too long, but I want to go over a few of them because you probably didn't notice them. So this creature right here was from Weirdmageddon. It was a random monster that was taking over the town. It didn't have any character development because it didn't need any. It was just a random monster attacking everything. And right here, this is Miss Pac-Man from the video game Miss Pac-Man, obviously. And the fact that they put this in here shows that the portal really does lead to like infinite universes, because all these strange creatures come to Gravity Falls, and when you build a portal like that, it goes to infinite universes, so you have someone from a video game, Miss Pac-Man. And right next to Miss Pac-Man is from Rick and Morty. It's a Plumbus, and if you have no idea what Rick and Morty is, then you'll have no idea what this is. It's basically a thing I have no idea to describe because it's just extremely random. But just know it's from Rick and Morty, and Gravity Falls and Rick and Morty have many connections, and this is one of them. This is obviously Bill, but I don't know what's going on with his legs. He's missing his legs. This is a jackalope we've seen from Gravity Falls. It was in the background. This is probably the unicorn from the last Mabelcorn. This is another thing from Rick and Morty. It's a scammer, and it's some weird creature. I can't describe it. It's just this, and they appeared in an episode. But that's two references, the Plumbus and the scammer guy, the scammer alien I mean, and those two are both connected to Rick and Morty. So Alex Hirsch and Justin Roiland, the co-creator of Rick and Morty, are pretty good friends, which is why they do all these references. And another reference is Bigfoot. Obviously you can tell that's Bigfoot, he's in the theme song. This right here is actually from South Park, and they are known as the Crab People. And I won't describe who they are or what they do. You're gonna have to watch South Park if you want to know, but if you don't watch South Park, you're probably gonna never know what a crab person is. So this is the Gobblewonker, and right over here it's the guy from Dungeons and More Dungeons. So yeah, overall this page has a lot of references to other shows, games, and all that stuff, and it's just showing that Gravity Falls has so much weirdness, and Ford does not know why the weirdness comes to Gravity Falls, and we weren't really given a complete answer to this. Maybe the journal will give us an answer, maybe Ford will find out and he'll write about it in the journal. But I also want to talk about my terrifying weekend at Dan's cabin. Now this could be Manly Dan, because that's the only character we know who has the name of Dan in Gravity Falls, and Dan's cabin, that might be the Mystery Shack. Maybe Ford called that the Mystery Shack before it was the Mystery Shack. He had to call it something. And we know that the Mystery Shack was built by lumberjacks, so possibly young Manly Dan built the Mystery Shack, and that might be just what he calls it. But if not, if this is like Manly Dan's cabin, if that's not the Mystery Shack, then that would mean Manly Dan and Ford had some kind of relationship in the past, and that might be explored in this journal, if that is true. So we'll go on to the next page now. Property of blank, we know this is in Gravity Falls. That's obviously the replica. Now, ad astra per aspera. This is Latin, and it means for hardships to the stars. And basically that means that if you want to go to the stars, if you want to do something good, you're going to have to go through all these obstacles, and that's what Ford is doing. He goes through all these obstacles while finding information and different creatures for Journal 3, and this is to find the knowledge of the universe, because that was Ford's goal ever since the beginning. Alright, so this is the Gnomes page. Now, this is exactly like the show, except you can actually read the stuff. I'm not going to read it all because that would take too long, and I don't want to spoil anyone for whoever's buying it, including me. So this set of symbols is definitely a code, but we don't know exactly what the cipher is. So there might be a new cipher in this book, and for now we can't decode this. But when the book does come out, there's going to be a bunch of codes hidden throughout the book, including this one, and we are going to hopefully get a cipher at the beginning, maybe hidden somewhere random in the book so it's harder to find. But just know that we are going to decode these messages when we get the book. So there's nothing else notable on this page, so I'll go to the next one. Floating eyeballs, this was also seen in the show. You can see all the text instead of just scribbles as seen in the show, and it shows all this stuff. It shows Ford's notes: do not sleep with your windows open. I have not sampled human blood. This paragraph is something you should read. It is really funny because this is basically hinting that Ford tasted human blood. He's like a vampire or something. I don't even know. Like, Ford, why are you a vampire? I don't know. Alright. So, ghosts. We start on the not so deadly end of the scale. So this was also seen in the show in Northwest Mansion Mystery, and it's just showing a cute ghost. I mean, what else is there to say? It's a cute ghost. And the last page that we've got was the Gremloblin. This was also seen in the show with all the text. And I know there wasn't many secrets besides that one page that I took a few minutes to go over, but mainly this page shows a lot, and I just wanted to go over all of it and show you guys all these pages if you haven't seen it already. So leave a comment below and tell me what you think of these pages that we've seen already. There are going to be many more pages in the journal. There are at least a few hundred, and you can pre-order it on Amazon right now. It's going to be an awesome book. If you're a Gravity Falls fan, you gotta pick it up because there are going to be big secrets revealed in it, like Dipper's name, I know that for sure. And there are also going to be other mysteries that will be revealed. And there have been many mysteries in Gravity Falls we haven't got the answer to, so perhaps Journal 3 will reveal that. So go to Amazon, pre-purchase it, and thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.